Hello everyone, welcome back to Sterling Channel 19 as we are here for a special rendition of Sterling football between the Sterling Silver Knights and the Camden Catholic Fighting Irish. I'm Brian McLernan, joined by Jake Clark and Kevin Schulz. The weather here 62 degrees, winds blowing 10 miles an hour northeast, the humidity 37%, and tonight's forecast is shower, so it's going to be a wet night on the football field tonight. The WJFL constitutional standings, Haddonfield leads it at 3-0, Camden High School at 3-1, Haddon Heights Garnets at 3-1, West Deptford Eagles 1-3, and both Sterling and Camden Catholic at 0-3 on the year. So you look at the stats here for Sterling and Camden Catholic. Points per game is the same at 2 defensive points per game. Sterling lets up 45 and Camden Catholic lets up 51. The home record for Sterling is 0-2 and the away record for Camden Catholic is 0-1. And these teams have actually never met, so we'll see a first-time matchup here between the Knights and the Irish.
Yeah, and you know, it should be a battle in the trenches here tonight, guys. We're going to take a look here. Overall stats, Camden Catholic with a much higher win percentage within league play as well. Last winning season for Sterling was 2017. Camden Catholic's was last year. They were 6-4, and since 2015, Camden Catholic has a winning record of 30-31. Sterling 22-46 on the year.
So as you can see there, it's really coming down here at Sterling as we are getting ready to start things off here in the first quarter.
Well, we're definitely going to get a wet couple of days. Hopefully we can get this in. And obviously we're looking at two teams that are pretty much in the same situation, really having a tough time competing in this West Jersey football conference. But hey, they're out here, and this could shape up to be a competitive game, and that's something both these teams, I think, have been wishing for in this season.
So the Sterling kick this one away. Camden Catholic will start with the ball offensively. It's Nico Jaleen who will kick it away. So we are underway here at the Castle as Jaleen kicks it away. Returning from about the 25-yard line. And he's still going, down just shy of the 40. So we'll look at this Sterling defense. Ryan Paris, Ensar Yagmar Kaya, Nico Jaleen on the defensive line. Linebackers are Sam Agbesi and Nate Schwartz, as well as Denzel Wiggins, James Hall, and Kenny McCardle. And the defensive backs, Ramir Cummings, Dio Emerson, and free safety, Andrew Vai. So it'll be first drive here for the Camden Catholic offense. Michael Moritz, the sophomore, the QB for Camden Catholic, here on first down, takes the snap, handoff up the middle. And do we have the ball out? And it looks like, let's take a look at the replay. I'm not sure if the ball came out there at the end.
Yeah, you're going to take another look at it here. Looks like the knee was down before the ball popped out. Camden Catholic stays with possession.
Yeah, real good pressure from the outside, and they say Camden Catholic eventually is going to run the read option.
So Moritz takes the snap, another handoff up the middle. That's the running back Torrey Jones there for Camden Catholic.
So guys, early on this game already has a different feel to it in that you had two pretty good defensive plays in the first couple plays, whereas the last couple games, it was just teams running freely down the field untouched. So hopefully, obviously, this continues for Sterling on the defensive side of the ball.
So 3rd and 6 here for Camden Catholic. So I'm looking for a 3 and out to start things off. Moritz takes the snap, looks to throw, fires, passes, caught, and a nice open field grab into Sterling territory for Camden Catholic. That's the receiver, Luis Burgos. And
Yeah,
it's a first
starting out
down.
a lot of people at the second level, right in the middle, and Camden Catholic was able to just find a seam right there. Good sharp pass, right on the money, right where it had to be. Nice quick release, and just like that, Camden Catholic gets a first down.
Yeah, Moritz got the ball out quick there. A nice job of just hitting his receiver in stride and letting him do the rest.
First and 10 at the 40, passes dropped. Incomplete for Burgos. And they'll bring up second down.
That's that same play, and Camden Catholic's just taking advantage of the defensive backs playing off of the wide receiver, and there's nothing fancy about that. He just obviously wasn't able to hold on to it, but he's about 3 yards into his pattern, and the ball's right there.
Yeah, and I think the weather tonight is going to play a big factor here. It's raining out. Ball's going to be a little more slippery. Might see a lot more runs. And very few passes here tonight. This game's going to be won in the trenches by either team that takes it home.
So a second down and 10 from the Sterling 40-yard line. And a little pitch. And a nice defensive tackle there. It's going to be a minimal gain for Camden Catholic.
Yeah, guys, you saw really good upfield pressure here on the outside. I believe that was Nate Schwartz. And what that did, you see right here, right on the outside right here, it forced things back to the middle. And I believe we had James Hall making the play.
Yeah, that was a nice tackle there by Bub Hall. A really good job corralling him and not letting that play break big.
So a 3rd and 9 here for Camden Catholic at the 39-yard line of Sterling. Moritz audibly. Third and 9, Moritz looking to throw, feels the pressure, rolls to his right. He's just going to let it fly, and it will go out of bounds and incomplete. Nice pressure there from Sterling. And they'll force a 3 and out.
I like the aggressive play calling on the defensive end from Sterling. Forcing quarterback to roll to his right, and would have been an easier throw if he was a right-handed thrower, but you saw him have to reset, go to that left hand, and with all the pressure, it just definitely was something that he was going to be able to connect on.
And it was a nice job by Kenny McCardle, the linebacker, coming in on the blitz. He did a great job of forcing the quarterback to his non-dominant side, and ultimately now forcing a punt here for Camden Catholic.
So Camden Catholic punts this one away, and it's bobbled there on the punt. And we'll see who's got it. It looks like it's Camden Catholic, and it is. A nice recovery there from Andrew Crawford, the senior. And because of the bobble, it looks like Camden Catholic will get the ball right back.
Yeah, that's a good play if you feel like you can catch it cleanly. But if you're going to get a hand on it and obviously get it into a situation where it's a free ball, you want to kind of let it go. And obviously Sterling is in a tight spot here. Camden Catholic in position to take advantage of a real big break early on.
Yeah, and it looked like Cummings was sort of backtracking, didn't have the best view, and we talked about the conditions out there tonight. Not easy to corral it in general, let alone with it being raining out here tonight.
So it'll be Moritz from about the 10-yard line of Sterling. Rolling to his right. He's going to take it himself. Moritz going to scramble, and he is going to take it in for the touchdown. Michael Moritz uses his legs, and Camden Catholic will be the first to score tonight.
Well, this is just a nice job by Moritz, turning the ball upfield, getting outside the pocket, and running it in for 6. Take another look at this right here.
And guys, we had a great view of it right here, where it was just a race to the corner, and Moritz showing a lot of speed right there.
Yeah, we highlighted right there how he turned the corner. That was a nice job of getting outside, and his legs did the rest.
So Camden Catholic able to take advantage here. And the extra point is up and good. So Camden Catholic will start with a 7-0 lead here over the Knights.
And guys, you talk about building on some things that happened in a positive way for Sterling defensively. We're first going to look at what happened here with Moritz going for the touchdown, rolling out to that left side, had the lead blocker and just a lot of daylight there, and he took advantage of it. But Sterling did some things defensively you can build on. A couple times they had pressure on Moritz rolling out.
The first proper drive here for the Knights. It'll be Matthew Killick to kick this one away. A little squib kick right there. Fielded at about the 35. Nice cut. And that's taken just shy of the 45-yard line. That's by Josiah Lopez, and we'll look at the Sterling offense. Quarterback tonight is Nathan Schwartz. At running back is Sam Agbesi. We have wide receiver Dio Emerson, the fullback James Hall, the tight end Kenny McCardle, and our offensive line here, Ryan Paris at left tackle, Malachi Gould in left guard. The center, Devin Cease, right guard Nico Jaleen, and right tackle Andrew Vi, and another wide receiver, Braden Hickman. So it'll be a Sterling will start at their own 45-yard line. Schwartz with the handoff to the right side. Takes it past midfield. That's James Hall for about 6.
Good job of James Hall. You see right here, keeping it tight to the line of scrimmage, really tight, and then getting upfield. Yeah, that's a play where if you loop back out, you give the defenders time to get there, but real good job by James Hall, and he's one of the guys, we have a lot of guys who are first-year varsity starters. He's one guy who's had experience, and I think that's something Sterling is going to have to take advantage of tonight.
So it's a 2nd and 4 in Camden Catholic territory here for the Knights. Handoff to, that's Dylan Morgan, and Morgan will take it to about.
And another good job of Morgan, staying tight to the line of scrimmage, and then when he finds that window of opportunity, he gets upfield.
It was actually Sam Agbesi. So we believe we have a penalty on the field. We'll take another look at it.
Yeah, one more look at this play right here. They get Agbesi on the jet sweep. It's back-to-back jet sweeps. And
that's a rough hit he took at the end.
Looks like they're still sorting it out here.
Yeah, there's multiple flags on the field, so we'll see.
Personal foul on Camden Catholic and a personal foul on Sterling.
So we have 2 ejections here, I believe. It looked like they were both personal foul calls there.
Something either team really needs right now with having a lack of depth.
It was Andrew. Look at the middle of the field
right
there.
You saw right in here when they were on the ground. And fists were definitely flying.
It was Malachi Gould of Sterling.
Okay. You'll see the middle of the screen right here, guys. You're right around this area, right in here, going down.
That's Malachi Gould.
And you see right here, this is where things kind of went awry. And you'll see them get up, and this is what they're looking at. You see the punch right there, and then another punch back. And both are disqualified. Yeah, well, yeah, that's one of Sterling's best linemen. And he.
So Schwartz with the handoff out to James Hall, and Hall takes it to about the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of about 5.
This is a nice job by Bub Hall here, finding the hole through the offensive line. He makes a nice cut right there, avoids the defender, and gets into the second level for a pretty positive gain there for the Knights.
Sterling's doing a nice job up front, whether it's on the sweeps where they create openings on the outside, or what you saw right there with Hall, kind of getting upfield, showing great vision, finding that hole and finding the opening, and really showing great acceleration also.
So it'll be a 2nd and 5 here at the 40-yard line. Little pitch there out to Hall, makes another nice cut. And pretty close to a first down there. He might get it.
Guys, we continue to say how Sterling's getting upfield in a hurry. And this is a perfect example of it. Hall doesn't dance around left to right. He gets the ball. As soon as he gets the ball, boom, shoots right upfield. And to me, that quick first step is the difference between him getting that, 4 or 5 yard gain as opposed to a 1 or 2 yard gain and really a stop for Camden Catholic.
Well, I like the play calling here from Coach Dan Traley. They've all been runs, but they've been different. You know, the first 2 were jet sweeps, the one was an inside handoff, and now we're making a pitch from the shotgun. He's mixing it up and keeping the Camden Catholic defense on their toes.
So it'll be a 3rd and 1 here for the Knights, just shy of the 35-yard line. We'll see if they go to the air or they'll stick here on the ground. And that'll pick up a first down there for the Knights. That's Nico Jaleen taking it there. And a first down.
Another Soar Knights first down.
Yeah, I lost track of the
See,
ball.
he lined up as a tight end. It was a bobble
it, and it went to the pulling guard, and the pulling guard got the first down. You take them any way you can get them, guys.
I mean, yeah, I was kind of confused because last time I checked, I didn't think Nico Jaleen was an actual offensive player.
And I was looking at the quarterback. I never saw him having the ball. I thought, did they hike it through his legs to the running back, or what happened?
So a handoff goes to Hall. He makes another nice cut. He's been really good in the backfield so far.
Hall's been good, but just as good has been the push up front in the offensive line. And you're going to see right here, right across that whole front, the really dominating, pushing back this defensive line of Camden Catholic. And that's been a big key in this drive.
Well, you know, you talk about the line, but he makes that first man miss and then finds the hole the offensive line creates for him to get a sizable gain here, a pretty respectable gain on first down.
So we have a 2nd and 5 here for Sterling. 2 wide receivers both sides. Schwartz looks to throw. Pass is dropped. Incomplete. And that was Sam Agbesi who was targeted there. He just dropped it.
Well, he drops this, but Camden Catholic is reading it like a book. Nice job there by number 2, Scott Freeman, the freshman, who was all over that screen to Sam Agbesi.
Honestly, when I think about it, it's probably better that he dropped it because he was going to get decked either way, and there was a chance that it could have gone the other way.
Yeah, he could have coughed that one up. Freeman was coming with a full head of steam on that one. You're right, Brian. It might have been better he dropped that pass.
So a 3rd and 5, little pitch out to Hall, and he is met in the backfield. Nice defensive play there on 3rd down.
Well, guys, to this point, Sterling's really done a nice job creating space on the outside, but Camden Catholic was outstanding in countering with great pressure, great upfield pressure on the outside right there, and they really had no room to run.
And, I mean, you take a look at that right there. I mean, the officials seem to be letting them play so far. There were many whistles, and Camden Catholic still drove Bub Hall back about 5 yards before, and nothing was done about it. There was no flag on the play.
I believe that was Daniel Leahy, the freshman, who made that defensive stop on 3rd down. So it'll be a 4th and 5 here for the Knights as they're going to be aggressive and go for it. Schwartz takes the snap, rolls out to his right. He's feeling pressure. He's just going to have to throw it away. It's incomplete. It'll be a turnover on downs for the Knights, and Camden Catholic will get it back.
And that's a tough play for a young quarterback. You're rolling out, and the pressure is kind of forcing him to run out that way, and you're really not able to get a lot on the ball as you would if you were rolling and running towards the line of scrimmage and you're able to get your momentum to the ball. So that's a tough throw there for Nate Schwartz to make with all the pressure.
Joel Amagatcher was the Camden Catholic defensive lineman who was there on the pressure.
Well, and to build off that, Schultz, it's a tough throw because he's rolling out. He's got to throw it on the run, and the throw is just a little bit low. If he had a bit more time and maybe a clean pocket, he completes that one to the outside, and we pick up a first down.
I think he was looking for Sam Agbesi again on that play. So turnover on downs. Camden Catholic will take over. 1st and 10 here from the 31-yard line. A little pitch. That's to Makai Bolden.
And just take a look at this massive, he bobbles the ball, but look at all that space he's got to run and make a cut. Just a fantastic job by the Camden Catholic offensive line. We're going to take another look at this right here from this angle. Great shot by our cameraman. Look at all that space right out there. Look at all that space. Camden Catholic's front did a fantastic job.
So we'll see a flag out here on the field. So not sure what the penalty was. So it's an offsides here on the Knights. So Camden Catholic will get it just shy of their own 45-yard line. First down here for Camden Catholic. Looks to pass. Pass is caught. That's Scott Freeman. And Freeman going to take it up a little bit past the 45 to about the 46-yard line.
And Moritz had a little too much air under that. That's one you've got to get out there in a hurry because you're really not doing the receiver too much justice when you're not doing him a favor when you have to force him to wait and he's not able to get those shoulders upfield quickly after the catch.
Yeah, not the best of throws, but a nice job by Scott Freeman. He put a nice little cut that allowed him to get some yardage there on the starting defender.
So here's Camden Catholic at about their own 46-yard line. Moritz. Little pitch out to, that's Quavier Anderson. And a nice defensive play there for the Knights. Gets them a loss.
And this is a nice job by Santino Savarese. He comes and covers the backside to get this man in motion. You'll see him right here. Santino Savarese with the tackle. His first game back in his senior season for the Knights. Going to take one more look at it.
Yeah, really nice play there by Santino Savarese. Had a broken
Santino
nose.
was out for since the beginning of the season with a broken nose.
So a 3rd and 10 here for Camden Catholic. Moritz looks to throw, fires, passes a little too high, incomplete for Andrew Crawford.
Not a bad throw, a little high, but probably on a dry night, that might have been hauled in.
So that'll bring the punt team unit out here for Camden Catholic.
Yeah, just a little out of the reach of Crawford. And that'll force Camden Catholic to punt here.
One thing Moritz does, though, that I like is he's got a quick release. He really doesn't give the defensive backs much time to break on the ball.
There's Ramir Cummings there on the tackle as that's sent away. Bounces just past the 45. And Sterling will start at their own 38 or 39-yard line. You can follow us on Sterling TV 19 on our Twitter. Find out when we go live, see some highlights, and all that incredible goodness. So Sterling trailing here 7-0 in this opening quarter. 47 seconds remaining.
And you know, guys, they moved the ball well that first offensive drive. Just came up a little short on that 4th and 5 rollout play.
Here's Schwartz. He's looking deep down the field, and that pass is intercepted. Picked off there by Andrew Crawford. And Crawford's still moving. He's reversing field past the 45, past the 40, and finally tackled inside the 40 to about the 38-yard line. That ball was underthrown there by Nate Schwartz.
When you take a look, not only is it underthrown, but it's into double coverage. He sets his feet, he fires, and it almost looked like he was throwing right to Crawford there as it dropped right in.
Yeah, he broke a lot of tackles there.
Yeah, nice job by Crawford to stay on his feet, and he bounces it to the other side of the field and gets a sizable amount of yards back.
That's the second turnover of the night there for Sterling. So Camden Catholic will start at the 39-yard line. Looking to throw. Fires deep for the end zone. Pass is incomplete. Intended for Azir Pagan, the freshman.
Another one of those rolling to the right throws for a left-handed quarterback where you see he's got to adjust, and you get the subsequent flutter ball right there and an inaccurate throw. That's very tough, having to turn back around and reset yourself rolling to the right side for a left-handed quarterback.
I do like how Moritz was able to read it into the secondary and saw that his man was open back there, just unable to execute the play physically.
So that'll bring him a 2nd and 10 from the 39. Again, Camden Catholic with a 7-0 lead over the Knights. Moritz takes the snap. Handoff, nice cut up field. Flag is down. That's going to be Torrey Jones, and he is going to be dragged out of bounds at about the 5.
Right
so we'll see what that
normally
flag's
see
about.
holding, but that's that read option that we were told that Camden Catholic runs, and defensively, you've really got to be disciplined. Yeah, it's a hold.
Yeah. So that play is going to come back.
And you had the penalty, but boy, I'll tell you what, I like the way Moritz carried out his fake.
Yeah, overall, nice play design there by Camden Catholic. Just that hold will move the ball back to about midfield. So here's Camden Catholic at about midfield after the holding penalty. Be about a 2nd and 20. Handoff goes to Jones. And Jones will take it for about 3 or 4. And that will wind things down and bring us to the end of this first quarter. So we'll be right back. Camden Catholic with an early first quarter lead, 7-0.
bullying, no matter the circumstances, someone will always be there for you.
Over 160,000 kids refuse to go to school each day in fear of being bullied.
Stop bullying and be united.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Sterling Channel 19, Camden Catholic with a 7-0 lead. It is pretty much a torrential downpour here at the castle. It is coming down hard.
Although it does look worse. One of those ones that looks worse in the light, then you feel that here it's not. It doesn't feel like it's as bad as you would think. But I agree with you, Brian. Look at the lights; it looks like a downpour.
So Moritz rolls out, fires, passes, tipped up, and incomplete, almost intercepted. Very lucky there for Moritz. That wasn't picked.
So that's that rollout where you've got a couple different options. You've got an option short, and you've got an option long, and obviously Sterling just stepped in front of that route and almost had the interception, as you saw Dylan Morgan tip that one.
So that'll make it.
That was a great play by Sterling there. They forced the pressure, forced Moritz to make a bad throw they didn't want to make into coverage, and Agbesi jumped the route, and here's a flag.
That'll be a false start. So a false start, moving back 5.
False start on the Irish. 5-yard penalty. 4th down and 23.
So it'll be a 4th and 23. Camden Catholic will punt this one away. So Moritz punts this one away. Bounces and will stop at about the 25-yard line. And the Sterling offense comes back onto the field. You can find Sterling Channel 19 on our Facebook page. Find out whenever we go live. Some news. And all that. And all that fun stuff.
I mean, that was a good punt by Moritz there, but Sterling had a lot of guys in that backfield. Almost looked like he could have tipped that one.
Yep. Sterling still has to watch. You saw that ball roll, and a couple of them were getting a little bit too close to that ball. And you saw the coaches on the sideline. They were really adamant about yelling at them to get away.
So first down, ball is out. And we'll see who's got it. It looks like it's Camden Catholic.
Flag flew in late right there. But yeah, the ball pops out. And you can see it right there on your screen. I don't even need to circle it. And Camden Catholic looks like they got it. There is a flag down though. Flew in late towards the secondary.
You're going to see a lot of bodies for Camden Catholic over here. And I always say, if you're the second man in on a tackle, go for the ball, especially on a night like tonight where the ball's a little bit wet.
I believe the penalty was on Sterling anyway. So that'll just move Camden Catholic closer to the goal line. I believe that is the 3rd Sterling turnover tonight.
Yeah, that's the 3rd Sterling, 2nd fumble of the night for the Knights. So here's Camden Catholic to begin the drive in excellent field position. They've already capitalized on one turnover tonight. It was the first one. And we'll see a timeout on the field. A timeout taken by Camden Catholic.
Seemed to be some miscommunication between Moritz and the rest of his offense. Calls timeout just to regroup here with the coach. See, it's a shot of the rain.
Yeah, it is coming down hard.
Yeah, it definitely has picked up a little bit, but guys, we're saying it's a competitive game, but usually in a game like this where it's back and forth, the difference is going to be turnovers, and that's what you're seeing tonight. You had the muffle and the return for the fumble that got them in a situation where they're 1st and goal, they capitalized. And then you had Sterling have the fumble deep in their own end, obviously putting Camden Catholic in a position to capitalize again.
Take a look at the schedule here. October 7th, we are home at the West Deptford Eagles. October 14th, we're away against the Gloucester Lions. And October 21st, away at Haddonfield, taking on the Bulldogs.
We just have to do our best. Week to week, we're seeing how we are, and it's just one of those things. But I think the kids that are here now are committed.
Some rich pass is caught. That's Scott Freeman. Another flag down on the field. Looks like we have holding there on the by the Irish.
Take a look right here. Freeman, it's a nice grab. He had to get up. That ball was lofted on the screen, and then you saw the hold by number 64, Cole Stamplin. One more look at it. Right around here. Actually, right around there. See the hold.
And that's a play where it's got to be on the numbers. It's got to get there in a hurry to give him a chance to shoot upfield in a hurry. You make him turn his body around just a split second, it enables the defenders to recover and come up and make a play.
First and 10 at the 23. Moritz looking deep down the field. Fires, passes, caught for the touchdown. What a grab by Scott Freeman.
And we've got a penalty at the line of scrimmage. I'm going to say this is in holding territory.
And Freeman is not happy about that one. That play's going to come back.
Boy, again, I'm impressed with Moritz's quick release. We see it on display right here. And he knew he had a one-on-one matchup, just threw it up for grabs. And
what a grab there by Scott Freeman.
Scott Freeman go up and make the play.
Yeah, I mean, Freeman got up using that athleticism. We've seen him get up a few times on the screens. A good release and a good ball from Moritz. Just unfortunately a hold at the line of scrimmage. Big break, though, for Sterling. 2 holds in a row backed him up. And that is
Cole Stapleton.
That's his second hold on 2 consecutive plays for the Irish.
So that places the ball all the way back to about the 37-yard line.
Look for him to go with possible draw, or if they go in the air, a slant. Something we haven't seen in a little bit, but it was successful for them.
First and 35, rolling out to his right. Pressure, breaks a couple tackles, still on his feet, and he is going to be wrapped up and taken down. Nice defensive play by Sterling.
That's a real good job by Yasmir Kaya. He missed Moritz initially, stayed with it, came back, and made the play. That's just outstanding.
Take a look at his pursuit here.
Yasmir Kaya. Yep.
And Yasmir Kaya continues after Moritz. That's a fantastic play out of him in the linebacker spot.
And again, that's a good teachable moment for everybody about not giving up on a play, playing hard, and it's always good to see with the team that's in the situation that they're in this year.
It'll be a 2nd and 38 here for Camden Catholic. Those 2 holding penalties are giving them a tall task here on 2nd down. Moritz takes the snap, handoff, and a nice defensive tackle. Ball is out, picked up by Moritz. Camden Catholic will stay on top of it. Nice defensive play there by Sterling once again.
Anthony Kogolski absolutely blew this play up, knocked the ball out. What a hit. Take a look at him right there. Rips the ball out in the process, and Moritz has to fall on that one, and there's Yasmir Kaya cleaning up the scraps. A fantastic play for the Sterling front 7.
Yeah, that's outstanding. An outstanding job by Anthony Kogolski coming in and recovering to that like it was a counter there.
So a third
got Sterling in their first big break.
A 3rd and 45 here for Camden Catholic. Not something you hear every day. Moritz looking deep down the field. Pass is incomplete. Flag is down. And that's going to look like that's going to be pass interference defensively.
Now Sterling went with a blitz from the far side linebacker, and Moritz just stepped back, saw that coming, got rid of it in a hurry. And this will be, unfortunately, I believe an automatic first down. We'll see what happens, but we'll look at this. You're going to see the blitz coming from this far side right here, getting in there. But
and then you look, and he's holding there because he got beat right off the line of scrimmage. He had to hold him to try and catch back up.
Yeah, it's Andrew Vi, who is there on the coverage.
Ball's moved up to the 34-yard line. Brings up third down and 30.
So it's a 3rd and 30 here for Camden Catholic after the PI call. Moritz looking, fires down the field, pass is caught. What a grab. That's Azir Pagan who makes the catch.
I mean, this is an unreal play from your slot receiver. Little guy down the field who gets up and makes a big grab for Camden Catholic. And that should put them close to the first down marker.
And we're seeing Moritz really having a lot of confidence in his receivers, just throwing the ball up there. We saw that in the one in the corner of the end zone where the receiver went up and what eventually was called back for a penalty. Then we saw that right there. Great job by a couple of these receivers going up and getting the ball.
So it's a 4th down and 10.
Yeah, puts it back at the original line of scrimmage.
4th and 10. Moritz rolling to his right, feels the pressure still on his feet. He's going to use his legs, and will they give him the first down? They're going to say he is, it looks like he's short. We'll see how they mark it. Moritz thinks they have the first down, and it looks like they do. So Moritz going to take the ball himself, and he is going to take it in for the touchdown. 2nd rushing touchdown there for Michael Moritz.
This is a nice job, just standard quarterback sneak, keeps the legs churning, and ultimately piles his way into the end zone there.
So 2nd rushing touchdown here for Michael Moritz gives the Camden Catholic Irish a 2-score lead. The extra point pending. The extra point is up, flag is down. It is good. So we'll see what this flag is about. Referee's talking it over.
Got a false start. We're going to go back to the 4th down run here from Moritz. He does a nice job, rolls it outside, evades a defender there, and
for a second I thought he was short.
He fell forward, but I don't know, Brian. I mean, from my point of view, it looked like his knee was down before the line.
So that extra point that time is no good.
Take another look at it. It's a nice job by Moritz. He senses pressure and he bounces it outside and then uses the legs, and take a look at it right here, the knee, and now he's down and he's even there with the marker. I guess that's why they let the officials make the calls and not us up in the booth.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell with the angle we have, so.
But what a nice run with the cutback. A good presence of mind to know where he is on the field and where the cutback areas are. He's doing a nice job in there. You know, again, they're getting some of the breaks on the turnovers, but give credit to Camden Catholic for taking advantage of it.
Yeah, Maritz's rushing game has looked really strong to this point. He's made a lot of nice cutbacks, and it's shown with the 2 touchdown runs.
Take a look at the rain here under the lighting. Looks like it's coming down.
It's definitely very wet outside. So as you see soccer there on the background, Wednesday we'll have a boys and girls doubleheader here on the football field. As you see the circle there on the 50-yard line. If you're wondering why that was there, now you know why. So still awaiting here to kick this one away. Camden Catholic with a 13-0 lead here over the Knights. Sent away, return just past the 20. Here's Hall with it, makes a couple nice cuts, and he will bring Sterling to about the 35.
Plenty of time in this game to get right back in it. You know, we talked about Sterling doing a lot of good things. You've just got to hold on to the, I mean, it's that simple. You got to hold on to the ball. Obviously, Camden Catholic, if they get into a gang tackling situation, that second man in is going to be going for the ball, and Sterling's just got to be mindful of that.
Especially, we keep pointing out the rain. The ball is a lot more slippery tonight because it's wet out there. So definitely good coaches are telling both teams to be more aggressive, especially as Schul said, it's that second man in, hunt for the ball.
This will be a 1st and 10 here for the Knights at their own 35. Sterling has turned the ball over 3 times. Camden Catholic has capitalized on 2 of those 3 turnovers. Here's Schwartz, takes the snap, handoff to James Hall. James Hall makes a nice cut, and James Hall's going to pick up the first down a lot more, past midfield and into Camden Catholic territory to about the 48-yard line. Nice run by James Hall.
Yeah, guys, and it all starts with a nice pull. It looked like they had the left guard pull, come across, kicked out his man, and created a seal right here that Hall was able to accelerate through.
But I like what Hall did there. He had a nice little stutter step. He didn't force left or right. You're gonna take a look right here. Look at how he stutter steps right there. He does a nice job of not moving left or right, just waits for the hole. As here's Hall again. This time, not so much of a result as the last one.
Hall will get a very minimal gain there on 1st down. Brings up a 2nd and 10. So Knights in Camden Catholic territory. As we'll take a look at the replay after the pitch.
I mean, he does a nice job cutting back, but a good job there by Scott Freeman, I believe it was, who was closing in on the backside and was the first initial man there.
So a 2nd and 10 for the Knights at about the 47-yard line. 6:40 left to go in this first half. Here's Schwartz. He fumbles it, able to fall right back on top of it. It'll be a loss on the play of about 3.
3rd down and 11 at midfield.
Just can't corral the snap right there. Lucky to fall on it, but this makes it a 3rd and long here for the Knights.
It'll be a 3rd and 11 after the fumbled snap here for the Knights at about midfield.
I would not be surprised if Camden Catholic came with some pressure in the form of a blitz.
Well, yeah, we've seen Schwartz drop back maybe 2 or 3 times tonight, all resulted in either incompletions or interceptions. Got to be thinking 3rd and long, probably a pass or maybe a draw.
Two wide receivers to the near side, one to the far side here on 3rd and long. Schwartz looking, fires, passes, overthrown, incomplete. Therefore, Josiah Lopez.
Lopez did a nice job finding some open grass out there, but you were right, Schulze. They brought the blitz and just a wayward throw.
And that's tough. He set the feet, got a nice tight spiral, but this is a tough, you saw them coming with the blitz, and that's a tough throw to make accurately when you know you're getting hit, somebody's coming right at you, and that's something that he'll get better at as he gets a little bit older, but a tough throw for a freshman.
So it'll be Nico Jeline to punt this one away here for the Knights on 4th down. A little jump there. Flag is down. Be a false start. False start there on the Knights.
False start, Knights. 5-yard penalty, that could be 45 yards, 4th down and 16.
So we'll try this one again. Here from the 45 this time. Jeline sends this one away. Return from about the 25. Moving to his right is Azir Pagan. Azir Pagan with some running room. Flags are down. Still rolling is Pagan. Pagan to the left side. He has got some running room. And Pagan is going to be wrapped up close to the end zone. We'll see who the penalty's on.
Believe this one's coming back. Yeah, I spot 3 flags on the field right now. I think all the officials are thinking the same thing, and it looks like it's coming back.
Yeah, the players know it too. That one's coming back for sure.
Take a look, and it's right around here. You see it right there, that the flag flies in, and both officials on that side of the field get that one. Tough break there for Camden Catholic on a really great return from Pagan.
So an unfortunate penalty there for Camden Catholic erases that really good return there from Pagan. And it'll put them just shy of their own 30-yard line. See there the rain coming down. A little over 5 minutes to go in this first half. Moritz. End off. That's Torrey Jones. Jones up the field. Flag is down there at the end.
Yeah, that looked like a helmet hit, possibly. Jones showing great acceleration in getting upfield. He just needs a little bit of daylight, and he really can take advantage of it.
Yeah, he's got some quickness.
Yeah, it was a good run there by Jones. They're going to get this one on James Hall towards the end of this play right here. They're going to get him with helmet to helmet. He leads with the shoulder, and right there, you see it. He leads with the shoulder, gets him with the helmet. They're going to get that every time, trying to protect our players out here.
So 1st and 10 past midfield here for Camden Catholic. Moritz, handoff, and Torrey Jones is tackled behind the line for a loss. Nice defensive play there for the Knights.
Guys, we talked about how Camden Catholic the one time came in, they had some gang tackling, they had somebody come in, strip the ball, and they were able to get a turnover. Sterling's got to be thinking like that right now. If somebody's being held up and you go in there, you're second man in on it, go for the ball. They've got to create a turnover. They can ill afford, if they want to stay competitive in this game, to have Camden Catholic score before the half.
Yeah, fantastic play by Ensar Yagmarkaya, who annihilated that one. Not really the best of play calls there from Camden Catholic. Running it out of the shotgun allows the Sterling push to get into the backfield, and Yagmarkaya did the rest.
Moritz fires, pass is complete, short pass. And a minimal gain there for Quavier Anderson, the sophomore.
Yeah, well, nice job by Anderson there. He turns something out of nothing, makes a few cuts. When this play looks like it should go backwards, he makes a nice cut back in and then tries to bounce it outside. But Sterling wraps him up for a minimal gain. Nice tackle there by Denzel Wiggins.
This is definitely something you can build off there for Sterling because they've read these types of plays well.
And the officials are meeting close to the middle of the field. And Ramir Cummings is tossed out of the game on an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
I've seen a couple of those, ejections here today.
It's the third of this game, second for Sterling. We saw the one earlier where it was against Malachi Gould, one of the Camden Catholic defensive linemen.
From what I'm seeing, I don't know what could have caused the ejection. Might have been out of our view because from the replay I didn't really see anything, but
yeah, nothing towards the line of scrimmage there.
So it'll be Moritz. Just around the 30-yard line. Moritz takes it himself, using his legs. Moritz inside the 25. Nice cut to the right side. Moritz will take it all the way. And it is another rushing touchdown for Michael Moritz. His third rushing score of the half.
Touchdown Irish.
Well, they've run that option play a few times here, and this, he sells it so well. Nice job keeping on to it, and then bounces it outside. A fantastic block by Quavier Anderson on the outside, and he walks in, and a bit of a late hit there that Sterling was lucky they didn't get called on, and Moritz was a little slow to get up there.
So another touchdown for Michael Moritz. Again, his third rushing score of the half. He has been unbelievable on the ground here tonight.
Well, offensively, guys, they're just playing with a lot of confidence, whether it's in the running game, the passing game, with Moritz throwing it up, having confidence in his receivers, and Moritz, on his own behalf, rolling out and making things happen with his legs. This offense is really happening and doing things in a lot of different ways.
So the extra point here coming.
The extra point is good.
So the extra point is good.
We're going to take another look at this. Just watch how great Moritz sells this fake. Right there. He's still got the ball, puts it in the gut of his running back and takes it right back out, and then is able to bounce it outside, gets a block from one of his receivers, and walks in for 6.
So that makes this a 20-0 Camden Catholic lead. As we take another look here at the rushing score from Moritz. Get a nice,
he holds on to it and then bounces it out to the side, and you see number 13 there, Quavier Anderson, with a block that allows him to go into the end zone for 6.
I'm Brian McLernan. Here's Jake Clark, Kevin Schulz. We are glad to be here on this Friday night here for some football.
Yeah, Camden Catholic just really playing with more confidence, it seems like, with each drive. And offensively, they're really just rolling right now, using a lot of weapons. And Jake, you talked about Moritz carrying the fake, pulling it back out, and taking it to the outside. I've also seen him hand the ball off and then act like he has the ball, just to kind of throw the defenders off a little bit to give his running back some space. So Moritz is really doing it in a lot of different ways.
So Sterling will let that one bounce into the end zone for a touchback.
I think the biggest thing too is that Moritz looks like he's been there before. You know, he's done a great job of you know, he looks poised back in the pocket. And I'm sure you've been here before. Checked out our YouTube page. Got a lot of content. It's where we live stream a lot. YouTube.com/SterlingTV19. Check us out if you haven't already.
So Sterling will start at their own 20-yard line after the touchback, trailing at 20-0 here against Camden Catholic. 3:06 here left on the game clock here in this first half. Flag is down. So it's an illegal substitution there for the Knights. That'll move them back.
And Sterling right now had a few penalties, a few turnovers, and Camden Catholic has capitalized on all of them. Ultimately, why the score is the way it is. Sterling's played pretty solid on both sides of the ball, just minor mistakes and coughed up the ball once or twice, and that's why you're looking at a 20-0 ball game with 3 minutes left to go in the second quarter.
First down and 15 for the Knights.
So it'll be a 1st and 15 after the illegal substitution here for the Knights as they start at their own 15-yard line. Here's Schwartz, handoff, up the gut, and a minimal gain, even if that, there for the Knights. That was Bessie who took it up the middle.
Yeah, Bessie makes a cut, but that's where all of the Camden Catholic defenders are crashing down from. A nice job of crashing on that left side, and ultimately they just won the battle in the trenches for that play right there.
So no gain there on the first down carry, so it'll bring them a 2nd down and 15. 2.5 minutes remain in this first half. And a little pitch out to the right side, and another nice defensive play. That's Joel Amagatcher who gets there for Camden Catholic.
You're going to see real good backside pursuit. They contained on the outside. Okay, did a good job. And you're going to see, keep going. Okay, we're quick to the outside. You're going to see good containment out here. Then great backside pressure. And we'll see. I don't know if we could show that one more time. Okay, we're going to look, and you're going to see containment out here, and then the backside pressure, the pursuit, is what makes the play. And that's just great team defense with the containment, allowing your defensive lineman to come in and make the play right there.
Find us here on Instagram. SterlingTV19 is our handle. A lot of fun things posted there. Keep you in the loop of everything that's happening around the castle, along with our other social media platforms. Check it out.
Great job, as always, by our tech crew, who aren't out in the rain tonight because we want to save the cameras. But everybody's doing a great job, from the camera work to the replays. Of course, Mr. K is stellar performance in the truck. You guys here, outstanding. Announcing duo.
We got whistles out on the field. There's a pitch to Andrew Vi for a minimal gain. And we got a timeout
Taken by the Irish.
for Camden Catholic. Let's take a look at this play right here. Hand off to Vi, and just got tripped up in the backfield by a Camden Catholic defender.
Take a look at our fans here. Thank you all for coming out here tonight in this rainy Friday night.
Yeah, the umbrellas are out.
So another timeout taken.
And I think the effort is definitely there from Sterling. You're just seeing a young team with not a lot of varsity experience making some mistakes that you'd expect. But I think this game, as opposed to some of the other losses where they were just dominated, you really couldn't get much on the film. Here you're going to see a lot more teachable moments for the coaches to go over in the film room. And I think a lot of these players are going to learn from it.
Well, it also gives them a chance to compete. They're not getting steamrolled by a powerhouse. They're going out, and they've made a few mistakes, which is why the score is what it is, but still a whole half to come back.
So Jolene punts this away on 4th and long. And out around the 40. That's Azir Pagan. And Camden Catholic will take over. So it's coming up at halftime here on Channel 19. We have a special homecoming video to share with you all.
See who the candidates are, right?
Yeah, we'll see who the candidates are.
Always a nice thing they do. It was, 5th block they did it today.
Yeah, 5th
Went
block.
around with the band and surprised the girls. The girls have no idea if they're going to be candidates. Go into their classrooms and give them a bouquet, and that's our homecoming court. We're going to see that at halftime.
Yeah, congratulations to all the girls who were nominated for homecoming court. Got greeted by the band earlier today. Be a 1st and 10 here for Camden Catholic. And Moritz fires deep down the field. Pass is caught. What a catch! What a grab by Scott Freeman on the left side.
The confidence from Moritz here. Watch as he steps up in the pocket. He steps up here, fires a strike into double coverage, and just lets his receiver do the rest. That's Scott Freeman, who we've called a few times tonight. He's been tearing it up on the outside, and
This Sterling player down the field.
In that corner of the end, or towards the corner end zone, or up that left sideline. He threw it to him in the corner of the end zone. That was called back, and then this one, much the same way. That Freeman went up for it and got it, hauled it in.
It was a good throw. It was a little underthrown, but I mean, a nice job by Freeman readjusting mid-air and being able to haul that one in with 2 defenders around him.
Probably one of the offensive plays of the night. He was feeling pressure there at the very end.
And I like the way he also turned his body and adjusted to the throw. The throw wasn't right on the money. He had to turn and adjust, and I don't know that, going up for a ball and having that innate ability to adjust to a thrown pass is something you can teach. That's something I think you just have.
1st and 10 at the 13. Moritz fires to his right. Pass is caught. No, it's incomplete. He was out of bounds.
The referee was in great position there to make that call.
It was Andrew Crawford who thought he had the touchdown.
And this is impressive for a sophomore. Moritz rolls out to his non-throwing side and fires a strike. And I mean, just Crawford with poor positioning. He's out of bounds.
Yeah, his left foot is just out of bounds.
Unlucky. And another knight is down. We saw Andrew Vry down on the last play. He walked off under his own power. Now Dio Emerson. So another quarterback goes down for the Knights.
And you talk about, things they're going to learn through film work on the defensive side of the ball. Hey, Freeman down the one side, and a couple of other receivers are doing a great job going up for the ball, but it seems like our defensive backs are just picking up the ball a split second too late. They're there. They're picking it up a little bit too late and unable to bat it away. That's something they'll get better at through film work. And, you're a young player, the game is going 100 miles an hour right now, but it's going to slow down.
Next game here, it'll be a doubleheader. Girls soccer taking on Bishop Eustis, and boys soccer taking on Triton. That'll be doubleheader. You can catch us live on YouTube. Again, 5 p.m. kickoff.
Going to be exciting doubleheader for both the boys and the girls. Dio Emerson's still down, and he'll finally be picked up there by our crew.
Guys, this is where, if we lose some guys that'll maybe miss next week, that's where we run into a tough situation with numbers. And obviously everybody knows, what our situation is, where we're week to week, and it'll be interesting to see what happens if we have some of these guys injured.
Not only that, but the 2 ejections are definitely going to hurt.
Yeah.
They're not injuries. They were self-inflicted wounds by the team.
Yeah, Mr. K said, I think so too. I was thinking the same thing, that I believe they're out for next week. So that's where Sterling's a little bit light on the offensive line. And losing a lineman, one of your key linemen, is not a good thing.
One of your experienced guys, who I'm pretty sure was starting varsity as a freshman, has definitely got to hurt, especially up front, where you need a big surge to give your running back some space to run.
So some confusion here as all four refs will talk things over. We got 1:37 remaining in this first half. 20-0 Camden Catholic.
I think they might be talking about, I don't know if Sterling had another timeout to give.
Not sure what we're going to find out, I think.
My best guess is where they're going after the game to eat.
I think you might have nailed it there, Jacob.
Let's go to Applebee's after the game, guys. So still awaiting a play.
Yeah, it might have been about the timeout situation. On a more serious note, Camden Catholic's out of timeouts. Just a quick discussion maybe about that.
So here's Moritz, rolling to his right, feels the pressure. He's looking to throw. He's going to just take it with his legs out of bounds. He was looking for a receiver downfield. I'm not sure he was looking for.
Well, we've seen him take off with his legs here. He had trips to the right, and Nico Jaleen is with the initial pressure, and a nice job by Ensar Yagmerkaya following up, and eventually running him out of bounds is Samuel Agbesi.
I think Moritz was looking for Crawford in the end zone, but I think he slipped mid-route. So I think that just kind of took away the play, which had to bring Moritz out of bounds. We look at the rain there. It's still coming down. We're going to be in for a wet and wild night here on the field.
Going to see some slip and slide action.
Love me some slip and slides, baby. Can't have a water park without them. So it'll be a third down and about 2. Moritz looking, rolling, fires to the end zone. It is incomplete. Out of bounds. And a nice defensive play there for the Knights.
Good defensive play, but you're seeing Moritz having a lot of time here. He's able to move around, adjust, and that makes it difficult defensively to cover your players when especially when you're in the red zone there. But Hall did a real nice job staying with his guy.
Yeah, great job by Bub Hall. That ball was correct.
So we'll see a flag here. So it'll be an illegal substitution there for Camden Catholic. That'll move him back a bit.
Yeah, but back to that previous play, Hall did a nice job sticking with his man and knocked him out of bounds. I mean, this ball was caught, but Hall does a nice job coming in at the end of this play. Number 1 on your screen, and he knocks him out of bounds, so he can't get that foot down. Fantastic job by Bub Hall. Touchdown saving tackle right there.
So they're going for it.
Instead of a field goal try, Camden Catholic will go for it. Moritz rolling to his left, feels the pressure. He's just going to use his legs, and Moritz is going to take it in for another Camden Catholic touchdown. A flag is down there at the end.
Yeah, there's a flag, and that's in the area where it could be holding.
Yeah, and then
probably will be.
Yeah, this play is coming back. Takes away the 4th rushing score from Moritz. You see holding there. I believe that was by Sean O'Reilly up in toward the middle of the line.
Yeah, we're going to take another look at this one right here. And right there. right around there is where you see the hold.
It was actually Cole Stapleton.
Yeah, the arms were extended, grabbing outside the numbers. The official sees that, will get you for it every time.
Here's Moritz looking deep down the field. That pass is juggled and incomplete. Intended for Scott Freeman, who's made a couple nice catches tonight, but he's not able to haul that one in.
And this is a real good job by Josiah Lopez. And this is what I was saying. Josiah picked this ball up a little bit earlier, was able to get himself in position. And even though Freeman adjusted, Lopez was able to counter that with coming over, getting the hand up there, making a play. Real nice job there by Josiah Lopez.
Yeah, good job by Josiah Lopez. Not the best throw from Moritz we've seen all night. A bit underthrown here. And you take a look, and only so much you can do with Scott Freeman to readjust, especially when there's a defensive presence there. Those other catches, there wasn't a cornerback there. He was sort of left alone, able to juggle with it and catch it. This time, Lopez breaks it up. Big stop there for the Knights towards the end of the quarter.
Yeah, and that's the important thing, because we've called Freeman's we've called his name a lot tonight. He's made a couple nice catches, both ones that have counted and that have not. And that's James Hall, who coughs up the football, and Camden Catholic is going to get it right back after the turnover on downs.
Well, I mean, this ball just slips right out. It just slips right out of his hands here. He's got a great run, but because of the conditions, the ball's a little slippery. He breaks off that initial tackle. Good stiff arm there. Makes a cutback.
You see it moves a little bit.
Yeah, you
just
saw right there,
slips.
the hand got in there and popped it out. Again, Camden Catholic is coming in. If they have other defenders there, they're trying to pop that ball out, and it's really helped them get a couple different turnovers.
I believe that's the fourth turnover, third fumble on the night for Sterling. As Camden Catholic will start at the Sterling 35. Moritz. Sterling shows blitz, and they're going to wrap him up. Ball's out at the end. They're going to mark him down. A nice defensive play there from Sterling. First sack of the night.
Yeah, that was Kenny McCardle right here, taking on his defender and shedding him and getting rid of him. You know, there's a lot of times you'll see a sack where you have a lot of wide open area.
So second and long. Moritz looking deep down the field. Double covered. It's incomplete. Intended for the freshman Pagan.
This is a fantastic play by Bub Hall. He's a bit frustrated. He couldn't corral the interception after he coughed up the football on the offensive end. Moritz with a clean pocket fires one down the field to a slot guy, and Hall is right there from the safety position to break that play up. And he helps out McCardle.
You talk about something that's happening in a positive way. There we saw two defenders in a row make plays where they were getting beat in one-on-one balls.
So a 3rd and 15 from about the 40-yard line. 24 seconds remain here in the half. And Moritz is going to fire down the far sideline. Pass is incomplete. Intended for Andrew Crawford.
And I'm going to give credit to the defensive line because they had a good push here. Had Moritz going back, really wasn't able to get much on that ball, and it resulted in a ball that stayed in the air for a long period of time. And the defenders, here's the pressure here, the defenders were able to get under it and knock it away.
Yeah, and that initial surge right there calls for an underthrown ball from Moritz, which resulted in the incompletion.
I think that was Anthony Gogolski who was up the middle bringing that pressure and forcing him to throw it a little bit early. Moritz looking, fires, short pass is complete. Making some nice cuts is Andrew Crawford, and Andrew Crawford makes a nice play.
Yeah, that's just a middle screen right there, and with all the long passing, they set it up, and you had to catch and run. Real nice call there by Camden Catholic as they pat the ball down there to get the clock stopped.
Yeah, good little screen right there, and a nice move from Crawford. There's a flag down on the field. Camden Catholic's moving back. I think they got him on an illegal substitution. They moved quickly to the line, tried to clock it, Not enough time after the first down. No timeouts. Clocked it. One of their guys, I'm pretty sure, got out there later. Too many men on the field is my guess. We'll see now.
Well, with 1.8 seconds left, you're going to see a throw to the end zone, I would imagine.
So final shot before half. Moritz looking deep down the field. Fires, passes incomplete. Intended there for Andrew Crawford. He's upset that he wasn't able to corral it in, and that will take us to halftime here at the Castle. It's the Sterling Silver Knights trailing in here 20-0 here against the Camden Catholic Irish. We'll be back here for second half action right after this.
Knights, it's homecoming court announcement for the class of 2023. This is fall homecoming 2022. Hit it, Adrian.
We have a homecoming court nominee in this classroom, Mr. Alfredo. Who we got?
Come here, Kay McVeigh. KK! Woo!
Mr. Cardi, we're going to borrow her for a minute.
All right, you got her.
All right.
Taking it to the wall.
Hello. We have a homecoming court nominee in this classroom. Where is Ajane?
No test. Everyone gets a home with us. Oh my God.
Mr. O'Connor, we're going to borrow her. We'll bring her back.
Yes.
You. All right, come on.
Come with us. Scroll back one more time. All right. We got 2022 homecoming. Ice! Asiana Lewis. What? If you come with us. We're back. Showdown for the fall 2022 home court. I have Nicoletta Troilo. Yes.
Back again. Back again. One more, Mr. Alfredo.
Come here, Tully.
Tully.
Gotti. You got my deal.
All right, she'll be back.
Yeah. Woo-woo.
Give us a wave.
Bear break.
Congratulations, Brianna.
Take a walk.
Why is everyone looking at me? Is there something on my face? Please stop looking at me. Your clothes are dirty. You're ugly. You're so crusty. You smell. You look ugly. Everyone sees you. That's why your shoes are raggedy. You're alone.
I'm gonna fail you. You're never gonna get to college.
I can't believe my computer's dead. Yo, does anyone have a charger?
No! No!
I really like that one.
Adam, you okay?
Hey, are you guys serious? You do know there's like 52 billion pieces of trash on this earth right now. That's nearly 7,000 per mile. And 42% of that is burned up in the air, causing pollution. Imagine if Earth was a person right now. Dude, you have Google and Planet in your brain. How do you know that? Don't worry about me. Don't worry about Earth. Oh, dude. Dude, I can't believe that.
Hey! Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Dude, are you kidding? Pictures. Sean, what are you doing? Go to Redmond's office.
Dude, you trying to win some big money tonight? Yeah, they don't call me Johnny Wiggles for nothing. Man, you better not sell me. I had a bad couple of weeks, but I need this money. Let's go win. Have you ever been here before?
Yeah, I have.
Dude, this looks amazing.
Yes, it does.
Welcome to Nightlife Casino. I'm Ricky, your dealer for tonight. We'll be starting shortly.
Have a good night.
The game is blackjack.
I'm feeling a little frisky. Let's go 200. Already? It's the first game. Nah, I'm playing it safe.
Round one is over. Sir, we've tied. Sir, you've lost. The next round will start in 10 seconds.
What are you doing? I'm doing what's right. I'm going all in. You're nuts? That's all your allowance. That's all your money. You're gonna go bankrupt. Told you.
We are back with second half action, getting ready to get underway. You can see the wind whipping the flag around and the rain pouring down. It's 20-0 Camden Catholic. If you're just joining us, I'm Jake Clark, joined by Connor Strauss and Mr. Kevin Schulz. And Schulz, you know, a lot of turnovers for the Knights in that first half. Maybe elaborate on that a little bit.
They really did, and it seemed like when Camden Catholic was after they were able to get that first score, they really played with a lot of confidence, and they did a lot of different things. Got the ball downfield, ran the ball well. We talked about them winning the one-on-one matchups. And again, another turnover on this end. That led to a touchdown. So they're getting the turnovers, and they're also capitalizing on them.
Sterling will receive to start the second half.
That's a little bit of a momentum booster for Sterling, being able to start the second half with the ball. Maybe get something going, you know, get a quick touchdown, get the ball back.
Some whistles. I don't know that ball cleared the 10 yards it needed to. Looks like Catholic's gonna, I don't think it cleared the 10-yard mark, in which Sterling fell on top of it, so Catholic's gonna have to do it again.
We'll get a little better field position. One thing, you know, they're down 20-0, but I feel like throughout that entire first half, there wasn't a lack of effort. You had a lot of effort, a lot of hustling, and I don't think that's the issue right now. These kids are, even though they're losing, having a tough season, they're playing hard.
And that one is booted away, and it is corralled just in front of the 40.
Not a bad call with the kick there. You know, you want to have them struggle with the kick a little bit, especially with the rain coming down. It's going to be even harder for Sterling to catch the ball. So, onside kick there. Open it.
So it'll be the first offensive drive for the Knights in this second half.
Knights will begin this drive at the 45-yard line.
First and 10 from the 45. Schwartz and the Knights ready to go to battle. Under center. I formation for the Knights. Handoff here to Hall. Hall has a wide open hole and gets across midfield, probably to the 49-yard line into Camden Catholic territory.
And starting with good field position for Sterling is a huge factor, because you know the possessions where they started in their 20 or behind, you know, they really struggled to get anything going, but when they're in this midfield range, they can really spread the ball around.
Yeah, they need to get things going on consistently. Did a lot of nice things, but you'd have the fumbles, mistakes. You need a real good, consistent ball control drive.
Second down now. We'll call it 4. Schwartz under center. Pitches this one out to Hall. Hall turns the corner. He's got a first down, spins, and gets across the Camden Catholic 40. Put him on the 39 for a first down.
You're going to see a lot of pressure here in the middle. This is a great play call. Going to the outside. Everybody gets clogged up in the middle where you had the pressure. Linebackers are out of play. Great cutback right here by James Hall. Another good move right here. Spins, gets himself an extra 3 or 4 yards. Great instinctual run there by James Hall.
First and 10 on the Camden Catholic 40. Sterling in the eye. Camden Catholic showing blitz. And Hall able to muster forward about 3 yards. Bring up second down.
And Sterling going with the run a lot to start this possession. They're going inside run a lot. I think now is a good time, especially since they kind of stopped the run there, to go to play action, see if you can trick the defense, catch them off guard.
And this is where, if you're 2-3 yards into the run, you're getting hit, and then you're getting hit by a second defender, wrap 2 arms around the ball, you can go for extra yards, but you've got to take care of the ball. And that's something they didn't take care of in the first half, and Camden Catholic defensively definitely took advantage of that.
Turnovers were definitely a focal point in Coach Traley's halftime speech. Here is Schwartz, pitches this one to the outside, and turning the corner Good tackle there by Andrew Crawford. It'll be close to the marker. Sam Agbesi, the ball carrier there.
And it's good for Sterling to have this running back situation where they have two different types of running backs. You know, James Hall is really more of a power back. He gets those yards after contact, but Sam Agbesi's a little bit smaller, but he's fast. So if you are able to switch between the two, it can really confuse the defenses.
Agbesi, a part of the winter and spring track teams. 3rd and 1 for the Knights. Schwartz under center. He hands this one off to the fullback. And some room to run there. We'll pick up more than enough for the first down. That's Andrew Vi on the carry.
Yeah, Andrew Vi hit this hole in a hurry, and that was the key to that run. And it's the best thing for an offensive lineman not to have to hold your blocks quite as long. But you had a real good seal right here by the lineman. You saw Nico Gillian in there, and also Santino Savarese. Looks like they had a double team going right there, and Vi took advantage of it.
Sterling just shy of the red zone on the 21. And here's the first down run. That'll be to Agbesi. Agbesi shrugs off a tackle, but is chopped up quickly by Andrew Crawford.
Sterling has used 3 different running backs this set so far, and they've all used them effectively. You see another good run by Agbesi. Gets into the inside, he cuts to the outside, finds the hole, and gets a nice run for 6.
I'm sure the coaches said at halftime, hey, we're more than capable of moving the ball on this team. We've just got to do the little things right. Take control, take care of the ball, eliminate the penalties, and you're seeing this in this drive right here, and it's definitely easily their best consistent ball control drive of the game.
We got whistles and a timeout, Camden Catholic, early into this second half.
And you ask a lot of coaches what they think about as look at our schedule coming up. October 7th, we're home against West Stepford. October 14th, away against Gloucester. And October 21st, away against Haddonfield. And of course, we will cover all those games, home or away.
And Mr. K and I are going to head to that Gloucester away game. That was our old stomping grounds way back when, for about 15 years. And we'll get over here. Mr. K, myself, and a young man named Howard Clark did the games in Gloucester. And that's what Mr. K started everything going. And we had a lot of great memories there. And now you're seeing a lot of the players who we covered, their kids are playing.
Handoff there to Vi. They'll move the chains for a first down.
Vi getting some tough yards up there. You're just seeing some real good blocks up front. You saw Devin Cease there with a good seal for Vi to go through. And this would be Sterling's second touchdown of the season if they're able to cash in on this one.
And first and goal for the Knights. Schwartz in the shotgun for the first time this drive. He takes it, rolls out left, looks, fires. Flag is down. Pass is incomplete.
And going back to Camden Catholic's timeout they called earlier, from like talking to coaches and hearing coaches, especially at the pro level, they said that as that's going to be a false start on Sterling. Take another look at it. And looks like could have been one of the receivers that was called off in a false start. Did not see much movement on the offensive line.
The flag was towards the outside of the field. Nevertheless, it'll still be first and goal, 5 yards backwards in the wrong direction for the Knights. Schwartz now under center in the I formation. Takes it, a pitch. Agbesi trying to turn it upfield. And another good tackle by Andrew Crawford, and Agbesi is down.
He's in a lot of pain. He landed very uncomfortably on that hit.
Well, and that's about the third time this drive that Agbesi has taken a hit to that ankle. Take another look at it right here. Crawford comes in low.
Oh.
And it's actually more towards the knee, which is not good.
And my first thought was that it looked like he got hit when he hit the grass, but it looked like from the replay, the Camden Catholic's player's helmet actually hit him in the knee. Take another look at it. And
you're going to take a look on the way down right here. You take a look at Crawford on your screen. He leans with the crown of the helmet.
Ooh. And that hit the side of the knee, too. Yeah, grass, fortunately, you hit that side of the knee, the grass has a little bit of give to it. Sometimes turf, maybe not so much now as back in the day 30 years ago. A lot of times guys would get their knees messed up by their cleats getting caught in the seams in the turf, but you don't see that as much now. But still, it's better. Your best situation is with the grass that's a lot softer and gives a little bit better.
Our next TV game will be a soccer doubleheader. The girls will take on Bishop Eustace. The boys will take on the Triton Mustangs. That'll be live on YouTube, Sterling Channel 19, 5 p.m. kickoff. We'll see you then. I believe Agbesi walked off under his own power.
James Hall, the running back for Sterling now.
Second and goal here. Schwartz under center. He drops back, hands this one off to Hall. Hall keeps the legs churning. And is ultimately close but short of the end zone.
You're going to see a great effort here by Hall. I mean, he ran into a wall of defenders here and just kept the legs moving. And this tells you what type of effort we're seeing. And you see him get low, use those legs.
And there's a pitch to Hall on the outside. That one was blown up by Camden Catholic's defense. Let's take one more look at it.
Let's see. So 4th and goal here for Sterling. Let's take another look at it. And Hall gets the pitch, and 3 Camden Catholic defenders are just right there to meet him.
And he's done a lot with that cutback tonight, but that's one I think I would have tried to probably take to the outside and get to the corner. But again, things you're going to learn.
20/20 hindsight.
Yep.
Sterling will be going for it here on 4th down.
4th and goal from the 4. Schwartz in the shotgun. Hall to his left. He hands it off. Hall breaks a tackle and is going towards the end zone.
He's in.
And it looks like they mark him short.
Wow. Sterling players definitely thought he was in, but the referees are saying differently, and they're the ones that count.
The true game of inches. Take another look at it right here. Nice job shoving off the original defender in Abe Gatcher.
See where the knee was down. Knee's down there. I think he was short.
Camden Catholic's backed up. Hall looks to limp off onto the sideline.
Still a great start to the second half for Sterling.
No doubt. But you needed to cash in on that one. But now, defensively, you've got to have a playmaker come up and create a turnover at this point if you want to turn this game around right now.
Of course, with how strong Sterling's D-line has been today, they are looking for a safety. They get very close, but he inches out a yard or two there.
Keeper there
with the double blitz. If you look right here in this replay, you're going to see a double blitz by Sterling. There, it looked like off a little bit to that right side. But that's a tough run there by Moritz, just getting those 2 extra yards to give him a little bit of breathing room.
And one thing you want to look at for Sterling when we're on offense, how well they run the I formation.
Second down now after the draw on the keeper for Moritz, who had a pretty solid first half. He's going to roll out left on the quarterback power. Gets a block and some space. Will pick up a first down and running over Sterling defenders.
He's been doing it all today, on the ground and in the air. He's been a great quarterback. Still only a sophomore as well, so 2 more years to come for him.
And he turns the corner, does a nice job there. Got a block on the outside and shoved off the Sterling defender there. Added on a few extra yards. Moritz now in the shotgun. Jones to his left, takes the snap, pitches this one to his receiver on the jet sweep. And Pagan gets outside for a first down and more. Pagan running up the sideline. Pagan shows off the defender. There's a flag. And he'll walk out of bounds. That'll probably be illegal hands to the face or a face mask there on Pagan. Jet sweep here. And we'll take another look at it. This comes late towards the end of the play.
Trying to go for the stiff arm, and he just gets his hands caught in the face mask.
That was a pretty easy call.
Yeah.
They're countering face masks.
So
like the runner was face masking the defender was face masking the runner.
Holding on the Irish.
And one thing that Camden Catholic has been doing so well all game is running to the outside.
Ball is supposed to be 45-yard line. First and 10 to the Irish in next territory.
Moritz lines up now under center. He's going to take this snap, fakes the handoff, makes a man miss in the backfield, and turns something into nothing. Now he turns the corner, still on his feet. And Moritz just refusing to go down there until late. He made something out of nothing there. Mike Moritz, fantastic run.
You're going to see early on this run by Moritz. Sterling initially did the job in turning Moritz back, making him stop and go to the middle, but Sterling didn't have the backside pursuit to get there in time, and Moritz showing a lot of speed and going to the outside.
And it seems like every time that Camden Catholic has run the ball to the outside, they're able to get a first down or even more. They're really explosive on the outside part of the field. So we have an injury for Sterling. Cannot see the number.
Can't see the number of the player. We zoom in a little bit there. And that is Andrew Vi, who was being attended to by our athletic trainer, Sean Clank. He's been pretty busy tonight. Play getting ready to resume here. Moritz and the Fighting Irish getting ready to get underway. Whistle ensues, the clock starts up again. 2:50 left to go here. Moritz, that same play to Pagan on the outside. Pagan shoves off a defender and gets a sizable gain there to put Camden Catholic in great field position here for a chance to score once again. All 3 touchdowns have been from the legs of Michael Moritz so far.
Yeah, if I was Sterling, I would have more defenders on the outside, especially with how well they run the ball near the sidelines. Got to spread out where the defenders are a little bit more.
Yeah, Pagan really gets to the outside quickly and also can accelerate upfield. I know we saw that on the one play on that far sideline.
It'll be 1st and goal from the 7. Around 2 minutes left to go in this third quarter. The Irish lead at 20-0. Jones to the right of Moritz. Man in motion. Moritz rolls out right. He's looking, he fires, there's a flag, it's tipped, and the interception is dropped. Flag is down. Pass was batted away by Dio Emerson. And it will be a hold on the Fighting Irish.
And we've seen it a couple times, whether it's a fumble they almost fell on, they lost, and here there's a potential interception. Obviously they weren't able to haul it in. Good block there. I believe that was Yasmer Kaya that got his arm up there, his hand up there on that ball.
Replay, 1st and goal.
No, post.
So it'll still be 1st and goal now from the 17. Moritz with a man in motion, whistles, and a flag flies. And we'll get a false start. Camden Catholic going in the wrong direction 2 plays in a row.
So it will be 1st and 22. Well, technically 1st and goal, but they have to get 22 yards to get into the end zone there. So backed up again. Remember, their second.
Take a look. The rain is still coming down. Here is Moritz. Moritz, he's going to keep it on the outside. Makes a man miss. And Moritz gets back to around the original line of scrimmage, making this a much more manageable 2nd and goal.
And the reason I think Sterling has really struggled with trying to tackle him all game is because Sterling isn't just going for the tackle. They're trying to get more out of it. They're trying to force a fumble. As you see the tackles here, they're all trying to rip the ball out instead of just going straight for the tackle.
Tackle was made by Nico Jeline there. Ended up corralling Moritz. Around 1 minute left to go in this third quarter. Moritz in the shotgun takes the snap on 2nd and goal, fires a strike, and it is dropped by Scott Freeman. Freeman had some freakishly athletic catches earlier in that first half, unable to corral the slant here.
Just didn't quite get to him in time.
Just right off the hands, maybe in better conditions.
That's a tough, that's a ball that needs to be on the numbers. That's a tough catch to make, reaching out, coming across the middle.
So 3rd and 12 for Camden Catholic. In the shotgun here.
Moritz in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his left. Takes the snap. Fires a strike, and it's caught by Pagan, who enters the end zone for the touchdown. Camden Catholic tacks on 6 points, and that is the first passing touchdown for the Fighting Irish. It's corralled by Azir Pagan, the freshman.
We're seeing Moritz throw all over the field. A lot of different areas. You saw him go downfield, hit the seams early on in the game, and here's an out that's right on the money to the open receiver, and he goes in for 6.
And that one hurts for Sterling because, you know, they had a lot going starting this second half. But they drove down the field, and I think that Sam Magbesi injury on the play. I mean, he was playing really well until that injury. That kind of just took their momentum out of it.
Extra point was up and good. We took another look at the touchdown there. Knights now down 27 with 1/4 and 55 seconds left to go. One more look at the touchdown pass from Moritz to Pagan.
Had to go up for it a little bit, but really had nobody near him.
It's all game. This really has been a tough break for Sterling. I mean, they started both halves well, but they've just been unlucky, you know, to start the first half, the muffed punt. I think that really changed their momentum going into this, but...
Yeah, you know, Sterling had a lot of opportunities to capitalize on, and just the turnovers are really what killed them throughout this game, and that's really why it's a 27-0 game. Camden Catholic has just capitalized on turnovers and not turned the ball over. Whistles here.
The way he kicks it is pretty interesting. He kicks it from the side and kicks it to the side.
They're going to back up the kicker once again. Second time's this charm for this guy. If you're just joining us, third quarter action. 27-0, the Fighting Irish lead. I'm Jake Clark, joined by Connor Strauss and Kevin Schulz. Some Friday Night Lights. Off to do it again is Camden Catholic. This one's booted away. And bounces, taken off the bounce, but it's muffed by Agbesi. Agbesi corrals it. And Agbesi is being dragged backwards now.
And follow us. You can follow us on Twitter. We'll have a lot of coverage of all the highlights from all the sports games there.
The ad is on your screen. Sterling TV 19, a lot of great stuff on Twitter. The Knights back on offense again with 45 seconds remaining in this third quarter.
See if they get their best drive of the day, or the night, I should say.
And just short by a matter of inches on a run from Bub Hall. Here are the Knights. And looked like the ball popped out.
Camden Catholic says they have it, they do, and that's going to be another turnover for Sterling.
And we saw...
Yeah, it's just something, you can't win games with this many turnovers, and we're going to look and see what happened here.
Just bobbled it. And we saw it happen earlier in the game right around midfield where Jolene ended up with the ball and picked up a first down earlier in that first half. This time not so lucky. Camden Catholic falls on it. And a quick change of possession for both teams. 40 seconds remain. Camden Catholic with great field position after another Sterling turnover.
The rain playing a huge factor for Sterling here. I mean, if it wasn't raining, I think Sterling has 2-3 less turnovers, but it's raining for everyone. They really got to prevent these turnovers.
Camden Catholic been much more secure with the ball in their possession. Jones to the left of Moritz. And a flag.
It's going to be a false start on Camden Catholic.
Nice break there for the Knights defense as Camden Catholic once again go in the wrong direction. The second half been pretty sloppy on both sides.
But I think overall, when you look at this game between the turnovers, penalties, granted Catholic has some, but it looks like in areas of execution, that's where Sterling's making the most mistakes, and it's showing on the scoreboard.
Moritz rolling out to the left. Moritz, there's a flag down. Moritz makes a cut, and he's into the end zone. There is a flag down, but as it stands now, it'll be a touchdown. Mike Moritz, fourth rushing touchdown of the night. Impressive.
Looks like it's going to be holding on Camden Catholic, so this one's coming back.
It is coming back.
Let's see where the holding was.
Take another look. Just look at the ability to make a man miss out there. It's got a little bit more to do with just the slip and slide that we call a football field tonight.
Moritz has not been afraid to be great tonight.
Camden Catholic, 1st and 10 on the 30. 30 seconds remain. Jones to the right of Moritz, now to the left. Takes the snap, and a handoff to Jones, and that one is stopped quickly.
Good stop there by Sterling Sealine. I think everything that's been going inside has been pretty easy to stop for Sterling. They just really struggle with defending the outside run.
And that'll bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Catholic with a 27-point advantage over the Knights through 3. We'll be back after a quick commercial break right after this. Welcome back. Just getting ready for some 4th quarter action. If you're just joining us, I'm Jake Clark, joined by Connor Strauss and Kevin Schulz. You take a look at all of our pretty faces here on the camera.
Yeah, you're seeing a lot right now. A lot of things right now that have hurt Sterling throughout this game, especially with the turnover, penalties. But the one thing you can pull out of this second half is that drive. Unfortunately, in the end, they weren't able to finish.
Yeah, also I'm zoomed into the flag all the way.
Do you think, I know they're very rare, so do you think playing against a left-handed quarterback kind of threw Sterling off? Because his dominant side is running to the left. So that might be why they've been able to get those outside runs going.
Moritz pitches this one outside. It's picked up. And a nice cutback and a stiff arm and a good gain there. Good run there from Pagan, the freshman.
And you're going to see Pagan's speed on display here. That's tough. That's a pitch deep into the backfield. He's way out there, but boy, he can make up space in a hurry and really make people miss. And there's a stiff arm at the end of that play, giving himself a couple extra yards.
Shows he's been hitting the weight room recently. Camden Catholic on the 18. Moritz in the shotgun, trips right. Sterling looking to blitz, and they do. Handoff there to Jones. He bounces it outside. Jones with some strong running.
He is held short there. Like he's...
Nice blocking on the outside from the Camden Catholic receivers.
13 yards gain on the play.
And Moritz has been
for a hold too. Yeah, you're seeing 6. He's got his arms out, and they got a break there. You see right here him with the hold, and that's one of those holds that the defender was right there, would have got in and made the play a little bit earlier. So
1st and goal from the 5. Pitch to Jones. Jones with a cutback.
No call yet.
I think they're going to mark him just short. Nope, they're giving him the touchdown. That was a very delayed call. We're going to take a look at it. Either way, Jones with a cutback and trips on the slip and slide grass. And it will be a touchdown.
Tough to tell. As low as he got, I don't know that his knee ever hit the ground until the end, where he was already over the end zone line. So it's tough for us to tell. Obviously, with the rain, we can't have a sideline camera.
Michael Moritz has
Let's take another look at it here. They can slow this down. You're seeing him cut back. And just keep an eye on the knee. Knee's still not on the ground. He pushes, and yeah, it looked like he was in. Even though it got low towards the end, it looked like he kept it off the ground until the ball crossed the plane.
And Moritz has been incredible all day today. He's only a sophomore, so a big sophomore year for him. He still has 2 years ahead of him. A lot of potential there.
Chalk up 7 more for the Fighting Irish as they extend their lead. 34-0 over the Knights.
This could start a running clock. We'll see if the official signals to it. I think it's when you go up by 33 going into the second.
Catholic getting ready to kick this one away. And that one is out of bounds. And the clock is running.
So, under 10 minutes left in this fourth quarter.
Well, 34-0 game. We don't know how it's going to end, but definitely much different than even the Haddon Heights game, where Sterling really wasn't able to do anything. You know, they were able to do things in this game, but just mistakes at costly times. And obviously, Camden Catholic was the better team, played the better game. But I go back to this being a good, teachable film game. You know, there was things that you could look at, you can correct, and come back and make yourself better and improve on.
Well, and it felt like there was a chance for both teams to come out and compete tonight. You know, playing against some really tough opponents as young teams, but now going up against teams that are both young, both inexperienced, giving them a chance to compete. And here's a flag down. That'll be a flag on the Knights.
12 men on the field against the Knights.
And Schwartz is back to pass, and he finds a receiver. Nice throw there from Nate Schwartz. That's the longest pass of the season. He finds Santino Savarese, the senior, his first game back from the broken nose injury.
Yeah, real good throw there by Schwartz, and an even better catch by Santino Savarese. The thing I like about this is he gets his hands out there. A lot of times you see receivers wait for it to get into the chest. It could pop out. You give defenders to make a play. You get your hands out there and grab it and haul it in. And that's a play by Santino Savarese, kid who has had a lot of varsity experience, and they're really happy to have him back in the lineup tonight.
And that play was blown up. Joel Amgatcher making the stop there. And Hall is slow to get up. He's still down. Fantastic play there from the sophomore Amgatcher. The initial contact came from Joey Woodward, but Amgatcher laid the hit on Bub Hall, and that play will go for a loss of 4. Clock still running here, 7:50 left to go in this fourth quarter. Catholic leads by 34. Back in the I formation. Schwartz under center, takes the snap, hands this one off to Agbesi. Agbesi stopped for a minimal gain. Forward progress might get him back to the original line of scrimmage.
And don't think, guys, that as we see him hand off here, Schwartz isn't in a tough situation. Being a freshman, I'm sure, started out on JV, and all of a sudden you're thrust into the starting role at quarterback. And just probably the speed of the game is overwhelming him right now. We talk about things slowing down, and that's going to happen for him down the road. And he's definitely going to gain a lot of good things from the experience of playing this year. It's an experience you have to go through to get better.
The jump from middle school sports to high school sports is incredible. It's incredibly different.
3rd and 10. They keep it on the ground here, and Bessie churning forward. There's a man down for Camden Catholic in the secondary. Taking a look at the run here out of the eye. Just the minimal gain there for Bessie. A nice job of gang tackling for Camden Catholic. And Chase Langher was the one down in the secondary. Seems to be walking off under his own power.
Third and 10 here for Sterling. Shotgun formation.
Clock is running. Schwartz is in the shotgun. Running back to his left. 2 receivers to the right. Takes the snap. Fires a pass over the middle. It's Savarese. He's hit. Pass was broken up. A good defensive play over in the middle of the field by Camden Catholic.
Yeah, and that's Crawford. He's really had a good game, and you see him just time this right at the point of the ball coming in. Boy, that was close, but looked like he got there with the hit with the shoulder just as the ball was getting to Santino Savarese.
Sterling was looking for pass interference there, but it looked like he had the ball in possession and it just got knocked out by the force of that hit.
That'll be a turnover on downs as Camden Catholic now coming out. And by the looks of it, Camden Catholic will get their first win of the season. Unless Sterling can muster up the comeback of a lifetime. Moritz on the jet sweep. And a good piece of running there. And the ball comes out. And Sterling has it. Quavier Anderson had a great run on the jet sweep, but coughed it up towards the end. And now Sterling, after a one-play defensive stand, has the ball back right around midfield.
The 45-yard line.
And I think this is a good time to get the young quarterback in throwing a little more. You had him throw a few passes. He had the success of getting the ball, Santino Savarese. Even that last throw wasn't bad. I think Crawford came up and made an outstanding play. So this is your opportunity to get him throwing the ball, get him feeling more and more comfortable back there throwing the ball, because that's one thing you want to have him be able to do, in possibly stretching out some of the defenses and giving yourself more space on the field.
First down run for Bessie got 3. It's 2nd and 7 with 4:10 left to go. Schwartz enters the huddle.
Yeah, this is the time you want to just forget about the score and just try and constantly get better. Look to make plays.
See the football there.
2nd and 7, a pitch that is bobbled by Bessie. Ball's still on the ground, and I believe he manages to corral it.
So we're going to take a look at the...
You're going to see here, guys, where it looked like Bessie was looking at the defensive pressure coming in. He's going to get the pitch, and before he hauls it in, you're going to see the head go up and look ahead, and he's not looking at the ball. He's not looking down at the ball, and totally lost control of the ball, and it led to the fumble.
Three minutes remaining. 3rd and long for the Knights. Schwartz in the shotgun fires a pass to Savarese that is knocked away by Scott Freeman.
And
doing
you're seeing
great
now
things on both sides of the ball.
Schwartz with a quick two-step drop, get back, look, make your throw. Back, set the feet, not even really moving right there, just get it, set the feet and throw.
Now when he's thrown the ball, he's thrown it accurately recently, so good sign for.
And with the shotgun guys, you're just kind of rotating your feet and getting rid of it.
It's 4th and 7 here for Sterling.
4th and long. Schwartz in the shotgun, takes the snap, pump fakes, fires, and it is intercepted by Scott Freeman. Second interception of the night for Schwartz. Freeman with a nice run. There is a flag down. Freeman bouncing it out to the right side. Freeman, far side of the field. It is eventually corralled down by Andrew Vi. There is a flag, however, and the Camden Catholic man down.
He's in a lot of pain, too. Looks like he's holding his leg.
The man down is Joel Ambacher, the sophomore for Camden Catholic. Two flags are down. And another man down, I believe it's Freeman on the return. He's pointing at his quad, and the officials meet in the middle of it all. Chaotic play, and unfortunately, it happens at the end of a game that is 34-0. Ambacher is up and limping off the field under his own power. Freeman is still down, as you can see behind the officials. The officials are discussing the call for the flags. Just a chaotic play with 2 minutes left to go in a game that's 34-0.
That's usually when the chaotic plays happen and they extend the game through. I'm talking about what to do.
They picked up the flags. And they say that there is no flag, and it'll be a sportsmanlike conduct on Sterling. Take another look at this one right here. Fired into a sea of bodies. And
could have been.
Happened in the middle of the field.
Didn't pick him up, but it could have been. Yeah. Could have been the hit on the injured player.
Activity over there.
And that unfortunately resulted in an injury. .155 remains as Moritz and the Fighting Irish come out with great field position after the interception and fantastic return from Scott Freeman. Clock is rolling, 1:50 remains. And it looks as though Moritz and the Fighting Irish are in victory formation. And he takes a knee down. A few more of those, and that should do it for this game here at the Castle. Looks like Camden Catholic is going to win 34-0 as it stands right now. And just a lot of turnovers for the Knights tonight. And that really could have been a difference maker, made this one a little bit more competitive on the scoreboard.
Yeah, you know, we could have possibly had a few touchdowns, but Camden Catholic was clearly the better team, and like I said earlier, they definitely got better as the game got going and really involved a lot of different players on the offensive side of the ball.
Victory formation again for Camden Catholic. They're going to nail it down. That'll do it here.
And that should do it. Camden Catholic walks away with their first win on the season, victorious over the Knights, 34-0. As the rain pours down, as it has all night long, Thank you for joining us. I'm Jake Clark, joined by Connor Strauss, Kevin Schulz, Brian McLernan, who was on with us earlier. Thank you to the rest of the tech crew, Mr. K, for producing it all back in the truck. As we will be girls soccer and say goodbye for right now. As always, go Knights.